here again today on the Robertsdale job. We've taken out all the trees that we're going to take down. I had a tree cutter come in and drop some trees. I tried to take them down with the mulcher, but we ended up having some that were leaning in a direction that they didn't need to fall. And so I tried to notch it and cut it and push it with the machine, but the trees were just a little too big. So I really needed a contractor of mine to come out here and hook a rope to the trees and notch them and then pull them while they cut them. So I came out here and I had to do some welding on my skid steer mulch head on the seam off. One of the big trees that I was pushing on, I pushed a little too hard and it broke one of the old welds. It's a spot on this thing that breaks all the time. And so I've got a weld on it, but it's not the prettiest, but you know what, it'll hold. People who had it before me had obviously had some issues and put some blocking in, and so it always cracks right here, or on the other side. Whenever it does, I just have to turn around and weld it back up and fix it. We had a sawmill come out and pick up a bunch of the logs and stuff that we had here just to try to save on some of the haul off cost. I work primarily in Mobile County and Baldwin County and Washington County, South Alabama. But this is the first time that we've had to do a haul off. Most people don't want us to rake up and haul off the mulch. But this customer did. They wanted to go ahead and finish the project out so that they could have a good seed bed and go ahead and throw down some grass seed, have a lawn that they could cut instead of just having a mulch natural looking area. So I found out that in Baldwin County, as opposed to Mobile and Washington, with the haul off, when you take something to the dump, they charge you by the weight of the material versus by the cubic yard, or whatever size trailer you have, or by the load. So we're hit with a little bit of an unexpected cost on that, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be too terrible. It'll be a little additional cost, but it won't be enough to really kill anything, and it'll be a good learning experience. So the mistakes that you have to pay for are always the ones that you remember the most. But you can see we've still got the tops of the trees that are left down, and I've still got the stumps. So we had from the tree cutter guy who came out and dropped everything for me. I just told him, just drop it, I'll clean it up, don't worry about it. So it's dropped, it's everywhere, it's a mess. I'm going to swap to the mulcher, and we're going to get this cleaned up a bit more, and then we will start loading up some of this material and kind of figuring out how much weight we got and how many loads it's going to take me and how much it's going to cost me. I'll let you guys know at the end of this project just how bad I undershot on my haul off estimations there. All right, let's get rolling. put a pulley, block and pulley system.
Good.
hustling back and forth to the dump. I found out that the dump closes at 4 today. We've got rain coming in this evening, and my father said that he could run some loads to the dump in the morning, but if it starts raining, the dump is a muddy, nasty mess. So I'm gonna hustle and see how many I can get. It's 2:15 now. It's a 30-minute trip, round trip, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. And it probably takes me about 15 minutes to load myself. So if I do this well, I can have me another load at the dump by 3 o'clock. If I have that load at the dump at 3 o'clock, by 3 o'clock, depending on how long it takes me there at the dump, I could potentially get a 4th load in today. And so that would probably be like half of what we've got to take off. We'll find out. I'm still going a little bit, like I'm not going slower than I want to. I'm moving pretty quick, but the actual like getting to the dump, I didn't start that until lunchtime today. So I am going to see just how many loads I can get today, and then I guess we'll see what the rain does and how bad the rain is, and decide if we're gonna have Dad run some loads tomorrow. We're expecting a lot more nasty rain. I think over even the weekend or coming in on Monday is some big storm front that's moving in. So if we don't get this done Saturday, I don't know if we'll be able to get it done in a reasonable amount of time. This job may extend out until the end of next week, and it may just be sitting here waiting for ground to dry up before I can get it done. So wish me luck. All right, we made it. It is 2:56, and I am at the landfill with the 3rd load of the day. I think I can get this dropped and get me a 4th, and I don't think that'll be all of the mulch that we've got to take off, but it'll be dang close. I'm trying to get the mulch. So I've got a mulch with like some topsoil mixed in it, and then I've got some logs. And so my thoughts behind this is that if the rain comes in and turns topsoil into mud, the mud is heavier, and then I have to pay more. So off the paved road onto the bumpy road. If I can get all the mulch, or as much of the mulch as possible, before the rain moves in, then I can do this in the most economical fashion possible. Because it doesn't really matter if the logs get wet. They're not going to soak up any water, not really. And I don't have to scoop up any topsoil to get the logs up. So that's the goal. We're going to keep going and see what we can do. Oh, Lord, this road's bumpy. This is what's going to be the killer on my time. I've got 1 truck on the scale and 2 trucks ahead of me waiting, and then me. This might keep me from getting the 4th load today. We'll see. It is 3:53, and I just pulled off the scale. I made it here with 7 minutes to spare. And the very nice lady in the scale house told me on the last trip that as long as I was here on the scale by 4 p.m., then they would let me dump. So I am here. I got 4 loads for the day. I got all the mulch, every bit of it. I've got a little bit more to rake up, but I don't have to worry about that having a whole bunch of topsoil in it and turning into mud. So we got that done. I'm going to go back to the job site today since it's not raining yet, and just go ahead and use the grapple and stack all the logs up in a neat, orderly fashion, because I'm not sure how long it'll take before we can get back there. If it rains like they're talking about it raining, it may be the end of next week, and I don't want to leave the customers with an area that just looks like a mess. I mean, it's significantly cleaner than it was this morning, But as you saw earlier, whenever the tree guys dropped the trees, I told them not to worry about cleaning them up, just drop them. And so they dropped them every which way, all over the place. And so I came in this morning first thing and mulched everything up. Got it down to, oh, we're back on the bumpy road again. Got it down to the trunks and the stumps, and then I ground the stumps down, and so now all I'm left is the stumps, but they're kind of scattered everywhere. I guess I could slow down a little bit. I'm not really in a hurry anymore because I'm good. I'm in. Anyways, I just want to clean it up a little bit for them. I don't want to leave them with a mess over the weekend and over the first part of next week. You know, if the job has to be delayed because of weather and ground conditions, I really don't want them to have to look at just, you know, a mess. So I'll stack it up and make the mess as neat as I possibly can.